I don't think your problems ever go away when you're running a business. I think they just change. I had this conversation with my client who just offboarded with me, and I could come here and say she's done all these amazing things, she built all these calls, all these amazing wins. But what stood out to me the most was that she said, I still have problems. They are just different to the ones I had when I first came to you, and I handle them so differently now. That for me is the biggest win. I am not a coach who's going to say, if you join my program, if you work with me, all of your problems are going to disappear, because that is not the reality of the situation. What happened for my client in particular is when she came to me, she was the only one doing everything. She was doing sales, she was doing design, delivery. She was like a one-man band. Now I've helped her to expand her team, hire people who are more reliable. The problems have gone from being everything relying on her to her now managing a team, managing delivery, making sure that her standard is maintained. Now she has a team in place. But as I said, the thing that stood out to me was how she approaches and solves problems. Before, she used to see them as something personal, like something that would really block her from moving forward. Now she just sees these problems as things that she just needs to solve. She just is like, okay, how can I solve this in the easiest way possible? And then she moves on. And it's really what being a founder is. You're just always babysitting problems and solving problems, but it is how you approach them and how you deal with them that makes the difference. You can either stay stuck in the mentality that my client was in before she came to me, one-man band, these are my problems, everything's about me, and take everything really personally. Or you can really grow and evolve as a person, hire and expand a team, move past the things that felt impossible at one point, and actually build a business and an agency that you love running, which is what my client has done in her time work with me. And that is the biggest win of them all. So my message for you is clear. It is okay to still be facing problems years into running your business. But if you are still facing the same problems that you had 6 months ago, that is a show that things aren't progressing. And if you still handle those problems in the same way that you did 6 months ago or 12 months ago and it is not working, that is also a show that something is stagnant, something needs to change for you to progress to that next level.